So I am one of many children who grew up on food stamps. The only reason that I had food on the table when I was younger was because of food stamps. The only reason I was able to eat healthier foods was because of food stamps. If we didn't have food stamps, my mom would obviously go the cheaper route and get non-perishable foods because they last on the shelf a lot longer. And for the people out there who are saying, well, why don't you go get a job so you can afford food? My mom was a single mom of 6 children, not by choice, who worked 2 jobs at the time. And minimum wage, as you know, is unlivable. You cannot live off of minimum wage, especially with children. When I was in high school, we had a government shutdown, and what happened was we lost our food stamps. My dad left when I was in 3rd or 4th grade, so she did not have any child support to help her. So she had to figure out how to feed 6 children, pay all the bills, pay for rent, pay for the car, pay for our lights to be on, our water to be on, and on top of that, food, which we all know is very expensive. So our only option was to find food donation centers, which were very crowded and they got very busy because a lot of people lost food stamps. So a lot of people were getting there really, really early. So my mom would wake me up at 4 a.m. every single Saturday, I believe they were having one, to go and try to pretty much scrounge for whatever was left or whatever was available. And of course, majority of the food was non-perishable items. So it was a lot of canned foods and a lot of prepackaged foods, not a lot of fruits and vegetables, which I was really upset about. So I would try to go as early as possible so we would be first in line so we can get the fruits and vegetables. And I remember one time specifically that my high school cheerleading team had volunteered at the shelter that we were picking up food at. And I was so embarrassed that I was there with my mom that I stayed in the car. And it was a pretty much all you can grab shelter, like all you can carry. So that's why my mom brought me with her, was so she had extra hands to carry food. And I wouldn't get out of the couldn't because I was too embarrassed because all the girls from my school were volunteering and I didn't want anyone to know that we couldn't afford food. So I defiantly stayed in the car and my mom was crying because she needed help and I just wouldn't come out of the car. And I wouldn't tell her why. So yeah, it is extremely disheartening to hear how they are planning to take away or have already started the steps in taking away SNAP and EBT. I'm fortunate enough to no longer need food stamps and finally be in a point in my life where I can financially take care of myself. But unfortunately, I'm not at that point in my life financially where I can take care of children and other families, especially because my family's still on food stamps and I still have to help out with them first. But I would love to volunteer. I would love to volunteer my time because I don't have to go to a 9-to-5 anymore. I think that that was maybe a sign from the universe, to, utilize my time. So I would love to volunteer. If you guys know of any places in Arizona that have food donation places where I could not only donate food and my time, but Cormac and I are gonna be home for the holidays as well. We'd love to spend our holidays doing something like that. So if you guys can comment down below places for us to donate and places for us to volunteer. And of course, I am on the Creator Fund, so any earnings that I make from this video will immediately be donated to any of those organizations that you guys comment down below. But like I said, we live in Arizona, so if you know of any organizations where we can volunteer our time and drop off food, please let us know and drop them in the comments down below. Love you guys. Bye.